Hi there, Celine here. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share an extract with you from my book, Gifts from the Devastation. You might have heard me talk about it before if you've listened to any of my videos, but if you haven't, I'll tell you a little bit about it. It's basically my story and experience of going through something very traumatic in my life, which was cancer. But it could be any great trauma or devastation, which unfortunately is part of the human experience we generally all do experience. And the book is really sharing that story and how I came through that and essentially went on that journey of coming back into my true power, into my true nature, really letting go of everything I'm not. And part of that experience has been the whole process of, for me, learning how to process emotions. It might sound very obvious, but I really believe we are conditioned to suppress everything and stuff it down, which I was, and that really limits us and holds us back in our life. I think the greatest thing we can do for ourselves is to be present with our emotions. Not always easy. I still have to work on this, but that's why I want to talk about it, because I really believe it's so important when we learn to be with our emotions, to feel them, to observe them, to let them go. And that also may sound, it can be challenging. And I always say to people, get support if you need it. A lot of the work that I want to do and I'm doing right now and into the future is supporting people through that process. But there are many great specialists and experts, and I went to many of them to support me. So that's the extract I want to share. It's an extract from chapter 13 of the book, Being Present with What Is. So it's just, as I said, to give you a flavor of it, if it's something that might help or interest you. Also, I wanted to say that I'm currently offering 20% discount on the audiobook to anyone who's on my mailing list. So if that is something that interests you, you can just click on the link in the description box below. That will, as well as getting a 20% discount on the audiobook, you will also get access to a free guide that you can just download that I wrote, and it's called 6 Signs You're Getting a Spiritual Wake-Up Call. So for anyone who might be struggling right now, I share some of the wake-up calls and warning signs that I was getting in my life. So that can be really useful to maybe help you understand something that might be going on with you right now. So yeah, that's the extract I'm going to share from chapter 13 of the book. It's a short extract, but I hope it gives you a flavor, and it really touches on that whole area of processing emotions. I talk about it a lot throughout the book, but I really feel it's one of the keys to coming into our true power in this life, which we really all deserve and hopefully will. So enjoy listening to the extract, and I will be back to talk to you again soon in the next video. Take care. The ability to be in the present moment is a major component of mental wellness. Abraham Maslow. This has been one of my greatest challenges and something I still have to pay attention to. Throughout my life, I often found it hard to stay present with myself or others. When alone, I had to keep busy. I needed constant distraction, so I was always doing something. The idea of just being seemed impossible. It was a luxury that I shouldn't indulge in our fast-paced world. Similarly, when in the company of others, I was often lost in thought and the stories going on in my head. I may have been there in body and felt I was listening, but I didn't really know what being present meant. Now, I see it as being conscious and open in the moment, whatever is going on. Cancer showed me this. My life became a lot quieter when I started treatment and I surrendered to it. I needed it. As I emerged into the world afterwards, it would have been very easy for me to revert to old ways, but something had changed. I just knew that the present moment was the only place that I could fully experience life, and I was determined to do the work to help me settle there. Old traumas or painful emotions can be at the root of our difficulty to just be in the moment. The fear of them resurfacing keeps us on the move, both mentally and physically, so that we don't have to face them. That was the case for me. It is just part and parcel of the human journey that we will all experience trauma. It could be unhealthy ancestral patterns passed down through the generations, or it may be the result of a very difficult experience like a physical attack or abuse. It can also be the result of an event that appears quite benign on the surface, particularly as a child. It could be a harsh word, getting lost, being excluded, not being seen, basically our needs not being met. It may be unconscious on the part of others, but it can leave scars that stay with us and build inside if the experience is repeated. We may have let ourselves be open, vulnerable, expecting love, and it wasn't there for us. We are afraid to be present in case we get stuck in the pain or are hurt again. After my marriage ended, I developed a reflex action if I felt anyone was getting too close. I detached and kept them at a distance. I was a bit of a lone wolf, and although I had a good social circle, there were few people I really let in. Exploring our wounds is not about dredging up the past or assigning blame. It is about taking responsibility and clearing out the heavy emotional residue that can otherwise hold us back. We drop our baggage and heal the pain. I had to do it, and I'm so glad that I did. Life then becomes an experience that we enjoy and can handle no matter what is going on. Although I still face difficult situations, I feel a great capacity to stay afloat, no matter what life throws at me. So that's the end of the extract. I hope you enjoyed listening to it. And I just want to say on that point again of processing emotions, what I have found is, we go through layers and different stages and conditioning and old beliefs. And really, it's all about undoing and clearing out everything that isn't who we really are, because we aren't all these emotions and traumas and beliefs and conditioning. Our true nature is none of that. It's boundless, it's free, it's whole, it's happy, it's complete. And I experienced that many times, but I also have, I suppose, the residue still of emotions and energies that come up and that will continue to come up. But the prize here, just to say to you, is that what I've found is the more I'm doing this work, the quicker I move through it. When I stay present with it, I feel it. It might be a little bit painful, and the joy and the extra, let's say, feelings of expansion and happiness and freedom and empowerment get greater the more you do this work. And that really, really is the prize. So I hope listening to this extract helps you. And I do hope that if you did enjoy it and you would like to hear more about my journey of processing emotions, among other things, if you want to find out more, just as I said, you can click on the link below in the description box, sign up to my mailing list. You'll get a free guide, 6 signs you're getting a spiritual wake-up call, and you will also be able to avail of a discount on the audiobook of 20%. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here on my channel. And as I said, I love to hear from you, any comments, any thoughts, and I'm very grateful to you. Take care and thank you very much.